Authentic, fun, relatable, and slightly provocative. Just another hang with your besties. It's CK Mornings and the In Case You Missed It podcast.
Florida's oldest resident just celebrated his very first Father's Day. He's 135 years old.
Okay.
It's a Galapagos tortoise.
Oh,
At the
nice.
zoo in Miami, just had his very first Father's Day.
Wow.
Oh, baby, yes. Goliath
Galapagos.
is his name.
Oh.
517-pound Goliath just became a father for the first time earlier this month and just had, obviously over the weekend, his very first Father's Day.
How nice for him.
135-year-old Galapagos tortoise. According to his official record, he hatched on the island of Santa Cruz in the Galapagos on June 15th between 1885 and 1890.
It's nuts.
They truly are dinosaurs, aren't they?
They really are.
500-pound, 135-year-old tortoise. What a big boy this one is. And he's finally, for the very first time, a father. Moved to the Bronx Zoo in 1929, moved to the zoo in Miami in 1981. They have attempted to breed him with several different females. Okay, brag much? While he was in Miami, he tried to, they tried to make it work. Just never worked. Never sired an offspring. Until Sweet Pea came into his world.
Stop.
Yeah, Sweet Pea rolled around, and she was the one.
Wow.
There's a puzzle piece for everything, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a match. Sweet Pea, by the way, is between 85 and 100 years old.
A little younger, is she?
Yeah, Goliath.
Wow, that's still insane.
It is insane.
It's so crazy. Now, we don't know much about Sweet Pea. Like, I don't know if Sweet Pea has mothered many children. Maybe she's an expert in that department.
Okay, a little mystery.
Don't know about that. We only know that Goliath, in his 135 years, has never been a father. That
like
he has admitted to, okay?
He's like the George Clooney of the animal kingdom. It took a long time. He was a bachelor. He was waiting for the right woman to
Until
settle
Sweet
down.
Pea, the Amal of his world, came along.
I'm looking at a photo of him looking at his new baby.
Yeah.
So cute.
Does he not look like he wants to eat that thing?
Yeah, he is. He's like, what did I do?
They're like, I could eat that thing in a minute.
Well, the baby is so tiny. He's, 517 pounds. The baby is like a little size of the palm of the zookeeper.
Well, think about if this new... we don't know what the new tortoise is. We don't know what that name is. So Goliath and Sweet Pea had a little baby, and one of the eggs, only one hatched. And that's this is who they've got. But could that tortoise now live to be 135 years old?
Yeah,
That little thing's going to outlive us.
Are people 135 years from now going to be talking about this tortoise now?
Wow.
Yeah.
It'll probably be us here on CKSY still. We're not going anywhere. Do you remember that story about Goliath back in the day? Both parents are doing well in their very public habitat. The hatching appears to be healthy, and they have a separate enclosure. The wild hatchings are not raised by their parents. At 135, man's getting up there.
Yeah.
How long do these guys last?
How long do they? Fascinating. Miami Zoo has a whole post about Goliath.
Look at him, eh? He's a big boy. 517
Goliath could
pounds.
break my heart and ghost me, and I'd let him. If I was a turtle, I wouldn't stand a chance.
Hey, Goliath, a slick old silver fox, eh? Of course he lives in Florida, right? That's just the way. And of course he's in Miami. We all have a human equivalent of this guy kicking around, right? Found himself a younger lady. Now he's like, what? I have a child?
I picture, who's that guy? George Hamilton?
Yo, the tanned guy?
Yeah, that's what I picture, living in Miami with a white jacket that's unzipped so the chest hair shows.
It's a white linen jacket, yes. He's just living his best life. Look at Goliath. Oh, happy Father's Day.
Yeah, hope he's not a
135.
deadbeat. I don't know if I trust Goliath.
Well, it's not like he's going to run away. Not run away too fast anyway.
We've got some rap beef that needs to be addressed. Drake and former NDP leader Jagmeet Singh, they might be squaring up. So it all started when rapper Kendrick Lamar, he played a show in Toronto earlier this week. Toronto is, of course, Drake's home turf, and Drake and Kendrick famously hate each other. Hardcore beef. It's escalated into a legal battle as well. But Kendrick played, and he played this song here, his Drake diss song, during the concert. Video of that started going around. Then photos started going around of none other than Jagmeet Singh at Kendrick's concert. So Drake posted on his Instagram the photo of Jagmeet there, along with the screenshot of Drake sliding into Jagmeet's DMs, calling him a goof. That's all Drake this is the most Canadian beef I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's all Drake messaged Jagmeet was, "You're a goof." So, Drake, you're a goof. And then Jagmeet responded with a post on his Instagram. He said, quote, "I was born in this city, Toronto. I love this city, but real talk, I get it. I shouldn't have gone at all. OVO and Drake have lifted this city and Canada. For me, it'll always be Drake over Kendrick."
A goof.
You're a goof.
What
I
a
like that,
lame
this.
comeback, eh?
You're a
man.
goof.
That's such a, yeah.
So, well, I guess it got settled pretty fast.
Jagmeet just rolled up the carpet, and
said,
ran
I don't want any smoke. I don't want any trouble.
Yeah, he really backtracked on that quickly, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you were there. At first, I'm like, oh, whatever. He went to a concert. Then I'm like, no, I'm kind of on Drake's side. Remember, I unfollowed you, Chris, for talking to a man that I hated?
Yeah.
You're a goof.
I still don't know if you followed me back yet.
On Instagram, not on Facebook.
Oh, wow. You're missing some good stuff. You know what that makes you?
A goof?
Yeah, you're a goof.
I'm a goof?
You're a goof.
You're a goof.
You know?
No, you're a goof, bud.
Yeah, although in Jagmeet's defense, I would roll out of a rap beef pretty quickly, too.
Yeah, you don't want that mess.
No, I'm
It
like...
sounds like a scary place to be.
Not the heat I
You don't
want to be
a
involved in.
goof.
No. Get caught in a rap beef between those two?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go.
Yep, sorry, my bad.
Jagmeet's like, I was never there. You did not see me.
He said real talk, I get it. Real talk.
Yeah, his real talk is like,
Oh,
I'm
boy.
exiting stage left.
Well, he is the politician, so he's got that.
And Drake rolls up into your DMs, calls you a goof. Yeah, I bail pretty quick.
Yep. Put
I
your
can't
hands
even-
up and
you
say
can't
sorry.
even flex that. You're like, no.
I am a goof.
I 100%. Guilty as
You're a
charged.
goof, you're a goof.
Guilty as charged, Drake. See ya.
Was this nonsense cooked up in the sweaty swamps of Florida? Or did it somehow happen somewhere even weirder? Welcome to Florida or Bust.
All right, tell me, did these happen in Florida or somewhere else? Okay, first headline. Allanah, I'm going to throw it to you.
Great.
Man stabbed with machete, driven to hospital by his attacker. Man stabbed with machete and then driven to the hospital by his attacker.
Bust.
No, this is Florida.
darn
Starting
it.
with Florida today. Sorry. Man in Florida assaulted another man with a machete. Then the attacker gave him a ride to the hospital.
Huh,
So
well,
it's just a do-good bad guy, right? All right, Matt, here's the headline. A teenager was arrested after breaking into a jail for a selfie. A teenager was arrested after breaking into a jail for a selfie. Florida bus.
I'll say bust.
Yeah, you're right. This happened in New York State. Happened early on the weekend. He broke into a correctional facility, crawled through a hole. It's a former correctional facility. Crawled through a hole in the perimeter fence, entered the premises, somehow trapped himself in one of the cells. He freaked out. He had to call the police for help. Cops show up, freed him from the cell, and then they arrested him for trespassing. And he said, I'm just there to take some selfies. And it wasn't like he stumbled in because it was in the middle of the night. So, obviously, bud, you were up to no good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going in there in the middle of the night.
Ooh.
Like, even if it is closed down, it's a former correctional facility.
yeah, I don't like it. Bad vibes.
Yeah.
Not doing that. All right, Allanah, headline is Man locked in a vault for the weekend. Man locked in a vault for the weekend. Florida bust.
Bust.
Bust is right, Argentina. A guy went to the bank late on Friday afternoon to get something out of his safe deposit box. He'd only been inside the vault for a few minutes when the lights went out.
Oh, no.
He assumed, maybe kind of electrical problem, what's going on here? But no, he heard the vault door closing, a loud thud in behind him. He was locked in. And since the bank didn't have weekend business hours, he was in there for the entire weekend.
Oh,
I'd go
my
nuts.
goodness.
Yeah.
If it's all dark, too, that would
Oh.
be like...
And the quietness, all you hear is your own heartbeat and breathing.
Oh, yeah, maddening.
On Monday, the bank security guard was surprised to see the man when he opened the vault.
Yeah.
The man was no worse for wear, though. Said he had staved off hunger. He had brought a bag of cookies with him.
What?
Smart guy. You always bring a bag of emergency cookies. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, you're
That's the saying.
it's a Boy Scout right there. Cookies in your backpack.
But how do you have the self-control to, like, not just down all the cookies right away?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if,
you really gotta
if it's
force
just
some
you and a
control.
bag of cookies in a room, it's like that cookies are not going to last.
How are you smart enough to pack a bag of cookies but not a cell phone? Buddy, come on, dude. All right, last one. This is Matt's turn. A man has called 911 on his neighbors 647 times.
Wow.
Man has called 911 on his neighbors 647 times. Florida bus.
I'll say bus.
No.
2
out of 4 today. 72-year-old man in Florida arrested for calling 911 on his neighbors. He claims someone was shooting a rifle on the road. Cops showed up. No, they were having a barbecue. Several neighbors said no shooting had taken place. This neighbor has called 911 on the neighbors hundreds of times, and they have had to stop tons of times, too. According to research, he has made 3,400 calls to 911 this year alone. Wow. 16,000 calls within the last 5 years. That's 5,000 plus a year. It's unclear what is that. No, that math doesn't work out. 3,000 plus a year.
Yeah.
It's unclear what all that complaining was about, but 647 of his 3,400 calls have been about the same neighbor, and he makes up stuff every time. I don't know why the police haven't cut him off yet.
No kidding.
But there's no evidence of mental health issues. He's just a 911 abuser.
It's like 7 or 8 calls a day, probably.
Yeah.
It must be exhausting.
Hey, Roger. Hey, what's up this time? But is it the boy who cried wolf?
That's the thing, yep.
You
You're
gotta
right.
go check, right?
Wild headlines from every unhinged corner of the world. Florida or bust. Tuesdays on CK Mornings. 94.3 CKSY.
Came out yesterday with some of the information about this Canada Strong Pass. Have you heard about this?
No, actually, I
Strong
haven't.
Pass?
No, I didn't know it was a thing.
I feel like this is in Matt's wheelhouse.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm very interested.
Something that offers a discount.
Someone say free?
Yes, Matt's ears perked up. So this was a promise made by the Liberal Party during the most recent election. So you can imagine how that's going over online. There's, the other parties, the other followers are against it. But for all intents and purposes, the idea is to get out and explore Canada and making that easier. So this Canada Strong Pass, which, by the way, there's no actual pass. You're not going to carry a pass. There's no physical pass. It's just the term. Free admission to national parks, national historic sites, and marine conservation areas that are maintained by Parks Canada. There's a 25% discount on all camping fees at national parks. Free National Museum admission for children 17 and under, and a 50% discount for 18 to 24-year-olds. Some provincial museums and galleries are offering free admission for minors and a 50% discount for visitors aged 18 to 24. Via Rail is offering free fares for children under 17 with an adult and a 25% discount for travelers 18 to 24. What do you think about that? You on board?
Yeah, I don't know. Some of it, it's like, only to 18 to 24.
Yeah, that's...
I was excited. I'm like, Via Rail, or I want to go to museums.
There's Linda online. Well, you can go to museums. You can do that. There's some things in there, though, that are, you're right, for the youngers.
Free admission to national museums.
Linda online was saying exactly what you said. What about us seniors that don't get a chance to get
I
out?
want to have fun still. There's some on 24.
I thought like the VR discount would have been great to open up, but I think that's going to be a hot one.
I think so, too.
Yeah,
and I went on Via Rail, right, as you mentioned it earlier this morning, and it said, it's only 18 to 24 years old.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but
children
free
under
travel
17.
for children, age 17 and under, that's great for families.
Yeah, and that's the idea, trying to cut down some of that cost so you can get out and explore Canada. But you are right. I agree with you and Linda, who are, what about us old people?
You can go to the national park. You can go to Peely National
I'm
Park.
not into I'm not
Peely.
into camping. I'm into museums and Via Rail.
She's not.
If anyone needs a vacation, it's me.
You got a
It's
kayak.
people over
Take
24.
your kayak down to Point
Yeah,
Peely.
you're the woman that rode around the kayak for 3 years and never saw it get off the top of your car. You just used it to pick up dudes.
It was a great conversation. Every time I went through a drive-through window, the guys left me.
Did you ever kayak?
Ironically enough, I kayaked when I didn't have it on me. It was weird.
Oh, really? And then
I've
you strapped
kayaked
it to the car?
plenty of times. I'll never forget one time I had it, and a fire truck pulled up next to me, full of firemen, and it was the whole thing.
This is how I met Allanah. I was like, "Who's got the canoe or the kayak on the roof?" And they're like, "It's the new girl, Allanah." I'm like, oh, she must be real outdoorsy. No,
Then you
couldn't
saw
imagine
me
her being outside. It's like that woman goes outside.
And then one time, it's such a good pickup thing. One time I was at a stoplight and a guy pulled next to me and he was motioning. So I put down the window and he's like, looks like a nice ride.
Yeah, you don't need a Canada Strong Pass. You had it on the roof of your vehicle. You got to put that thing back.
I really should.
That was the Allanah Strong Pass.
Yeah,
That's all you need in life.
That's what that was. So again, you don't need. There's no actual pass. You're not. It's not a physical pass, but it is. That's just what they're calling it. When you go to these like national parks, that the free admission will just be taken care of. That's not Ontario parks. So those are national parks, like you said, Matt. Peely Island, right?
And there's and like where's the grotto out there in Bruce?
Tobermory area? Yeah.
The Grey Bruce area.
Yeah. So there is a link. We put it up on the 5 things at 943CKSY.com. You can get more information. African Lion Safari passes all this week on CK Mornings. Got a 2 adult, 2 children pass where you can go check out African Lion Safari anytime this summer. It's up to you. We're going to play Who's the Lion today. Get it?
Yeah.
Lion. Okay, each of us has an animal fact. You have to tell us which one of us is lion. Okay? And if you do that correctly, you'll get the tickets to go check out the African Lion Safari. Why don't we start with Allanah today? Allanah, go ahead with your fact.
A duck-billed platypus has no... Oh, no.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
A duck-billed
What a poker face on this one, eh?
No kidding.
A duck-billed platypus has no nipples to feed their babies. So instead, they sweat milk.
They sweat milk? Okay. Matt, you go ahead here.
Okay.
Who's lion today?
All right, goldfish have one of the shortest memory spans in the animal kingdom, lasting only about 3 seconds.
Okay. I'm going to tell you that wombat poop is cube-shaped. Probably have heard that. But scientists believe that the cube-shaped poop is so that it doesn't roll away because they use it to mark their territory.
Oh,
If it was a ball, it's rolling away.
So it doesn't roll away.
Yeah. So that's why their poop is cube-shaped.
They're like building Minecraft little poop cubes over there.
They were before Minecraft. This wombat poop. Who's lying today? They're all very viable, or are they at all? 519-354-8684. Who's lying? Is it Allanah's story about the
duck-billed platypus, how they sweat milk?
Matt telling us the
Goldfish only has 3 seconds of memory.
All right, or the wombat poop. Who is lying today? First person to tell us gets the tickets to African Lion Safari. You're first through. Who's this?
I think Alannah's lying.
Sorry, who's this?
This is Mike.
Mike, you think who's lying?
Allanah.
Allanah. No, it is not. It is not. Hi, CKSY. Who's this?
It's Lisa.
Lisa. Who's lying?
Matt.
Matt is lying.
I'm lying, yeah.
Today. All right, Lisa, hold on here. Let's break some things down. Duck-billed platypus, what?
They sweat.
They secrete milk from specialized mammary glands, but it oozes out of their skin surface because they don't have nipples.
Did you know that, Lisa, or you just can't trust the
No, I was just guessing.
Yeah, just guessing. Matt, what's the real story?
Yeah, so it's a popular myth that goldfish have only 3-second memory, but they can actually remember things for months, sometimes years at a time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So everybody thinks that they have a really short memory, but I've seen this in action too. My in-laws have a pond, and like the goldfish know when you're going to throw that food to them, so they must remember that.
Huh. Yeah, and I had a wombat growing up, and the poop was cube-shaped.
Oh, yeah? You
Yeah.
saw it? You saw it in action?
I sure did.
Built little forts out of it.
Yes. Lisa, what are you up to today?
Just getting kids off to school.
Oh, where do they go to school, Lisa?
The French sport.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Now, like, how many kids are we talking? Is 4 passes going to work for you?
Yeah, I'll make it work.
Yeah, just choose your favorites, right?
Yeah.
That's what you do in the animal kingdom. You choose your favorite kid. Tonight. Well, here, let's throw it to on-the-spot sports.
Okay.
What's going on tonight in the sports world, Allanah? You got the gist?
Okay, there's a Barnstormers game against London
There you go. Okay.
and Stanley Cup playoffs.
That's right.
Calgary is taking on Florida.
Sure are. Yep.
Florida's winning.
Yeah. Do you think Calgary will win?
I got a good feeling, I think.
Do you?
It's
Oh,
in Florida, though. I know that.
Yeah, it is in
so,
Florida.
the home ice advantage could be a little tricky for the boys in Calgary, but I
Yeah.
don't know. And then that would go to Game 7. I cannot believe this thing is still going on. Like, these playoffs, man, this takes forever. I was looking through old photos because I went through the one when I went to the Toronto playoff celebration. That was 2 months ago. It takes forever for the Stanley
What's the
Cup.
Calgary team again? Like, what's their?
Calgary
I can't remember.
Stampede Flames.
Flames, right?
Flames?
The Flames, yeah. The
Yeah,
Flames,
you were right. You were bang on that.
Anything else? I think that's all. That's really
Yeah.
all sports right now.
Just to clean things up a little bit, it is the Edmonton Oilers.
It is?
Yeah.
But you got it right.
Why'd you
The Calgary
let me
team is
go?
the Flames, so
I just wanted to see how far you'd go if you're
Why'd
really.
you let me go? It's Edmonton Oilers?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been saying Calgary to people.
That's why
Something
you.
in my mind is, I don't know, something in my mind, like, you know how you have certain things where they're like the same? Like Edmonton and Calgary is the same.
This is why you are the host of On the Spot Sports. This is what.
I can't believe
Well,
it's
who are the
Edmonton.
Barnstormers playing tonight?
London Majors. London. It says London. Don't mess with me. It's London Majors?
Yeah, you're right. You're right on that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Wow. I'm
good
a
for
little
you.
shocked right now.
Yeah. Blown
Is
away.
Edmonton for real? Let me see.
Let's sit back and watch
You
this
let me
happen.
go for that long like an idiot? Edmonton Oilers. I thought, like, is Edmonton and Calgary in the same? Is it
Province.
both Alberta?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, that's I
Something
thought,
about Edmonton and Calgary, my brain has a
Yeah.
hard time computing them. You know what I mean?
Have you visited either?
No. Maybe that's the problem. I got to get out to the west.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, see, Danielle jumps in. Allanah, it's not Calgary playing, it's Edmonton. See, hey, you got back up there.
Yeah.
People are out there looking out for you, not us. We're going to let you go on that one for a little while. 8 o'clock tonight. What do you think? Do you think Edmonton's going to win a game here? It's in Florida tonight.
I'd like to see them win.
Yeah?
I'd like to
I
see
think
Game
they're gonna
7.
win, yeah.
I think they can come back. I don't know. They haven't named a starting goalie yet. It's
Yeah, I think it's done. I
What?
think it's
That's a bad sign. They don't got a goalie.
Nah, they don't. No, they don't. They have two, but
Do they know they're playing, or they think it's Calgary too?
no, they think they're in Tampa tonight. They have no idea where they're going. Just, where are we tonight? Who are we playing? But yeah, so I said this, and I got so much hell for it on our text lines for saying I thought Florida was going to win. Everybody called me anti-Canadian. I think Florida is the better team.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Edmonton, okay. So again, Edmonton, if you want something to cheer for, Jeff Jackson, Dresden kid, he's the president of the Edmonton Oilers. So yeah, I can get behind that. But we'll find out. What are you still Googling over there? You are looking so concerned.
No, it's just weird to me how Florida, the team, is like the whole state. You know,
but it's
but
in Miami.
they do have there's another team in Florida, right?
Yes.
Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Isn't that weird? How are you gonna have a whole team based in Florida, but then you still have? I'm just looking.
Just check out. Okay? Sign us off on the Spot Sports.
This was an unhinged on the spot sports with Allanah Will.
I call Allanah out on something. You got some
Ew.
explaining to do here.
Okay.
So your birthday was on the weekend. We've discussed this at length. We don't have to go into it
nauseam.
anymore. Yeah. So Matt, on Friday, we got you a gift. We got you a card. We decorated the studio. You still got the decorations up in studio. Those have to come down at some point.
I've got one streamer that I'm leaving up for the foreseeable future to keep the vibes going.
But she took the banner. The banner that Matt had put up was like this. The banners you get at the dollar store. Happy birthday.
It was a gorgeous, sparkly banner. I loved it, and I put it up at home too. And you got me some balloons and stuff too. I put up at
Yeah.
home.
So she took them home, Matt. She took the photo and she shared it in the group chat. She said, thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. You're the best ever. I love you both with all my heart.
Yep. And
Something
I
like
said
that, okay.
something just like that. And I said the decor is staying up in my place.
So, first of all, I've never been in Matt's house. I've never been in your house. You've never been in my house.
Nope.
Okay. So that was, when people send you something like that, you kind of get looking around. You're like, huh.
Yeah, you
So
get a
that's-
glimpse.
That's that's how the sausage is made. And there was a lot going on in your place. There's a lot. I did a little zoom in.
What?
Yeah, I zoomed in on what is this, like a bookshelf or something?
Yeah, my bookshelf a little more so, less books, more display of stuff.
And I noticed there is a picture of me on display at your house.
Okay, not just you. I'm in it too.
Well, why is there? Matt, do you have any pictures of me at your home?
No.
No, that's right. I don't have any pictures of you guys either.
Let me see.
Why is there
there
a
it is.
picture of me proudly displayed on your bookshelf?
Hey, you make it sound like I have a shrine to you. It's me and you. It's a
Well, there was
picture
a
of us.
candle there too, and there was a little LED light that said "Chris, Chris, Chris." What's
That's
that
what
all
I
about?
pray
What's going
to
on
every
there?
night.
What is happening? Why am I on your book? Not your book stand. Your
Mantle,
what's it?
almost. Can we call it a mantle?
An altar. Why is there an altar to Chris in your home?
Okay, it's a photo of me and you. Once again, let me reiterate that. It's us about a year ago, actually, when we hosted the Special Olympics. It's us hosting it. We're clapping. We're speaking at the podium. I thought it was a nice memory, so I wanted to put a picture. If you want the honest truth, now you're going to feel like a jerk. When my ex moved out and all his stuff was gone, it was brazen in there. I was like, I gotta get going. I gotta put stuff in my apartment that will make me in a good mood and make me happy and good memories. And hosting the Special Olympics with you was a good memory. So I like that picture.
Wait a minute.
What?
Was he gone before my picture went up, or was this what led him to leave?
Oh, yeah.
Was this what he's like? Who's this guy?
Yeah, he got one glimpse of you and said, I can't compete with that.
What was this, after or before?
I think they were printed when he was on his way out, and then it went up when he moved out. I
Yeah,
decorated like crazy. I'll post.
Body wasn't even cold yet. My picture goes up.
Maybe I'll post it on our social. I like a lot of colorful. So I got my friend Ashley up there too. She's at the very top in a picture frame. And then I printed it out.
Yeah,
It's not
I noticed I wasn't even in a picture frame. So okay, so like a little.
Wow.
it's not even a 4x6. It's even like it's a little bit bigger. I printed it out on a big glossy sheet.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what's funny? I'm pretty sure there's another photo of us in there too.
You got 2 photos of me in your home?
Hold on, because what I do is I like do a little tuck job. Like I'll have a photo, but then I'll put one under that's not quite displayed. Let me see. So then,
Changes it with the seasons.
okay, yeah, I do have another one from us at Holiday with a Hero. I'll send that one to you guys too.
Hey, Matt, I'm
Wow.
Are
wondering
you
why.
honored?
I don't know why Matt doesn't have more photos of me. Did you need?
Why, I don't have photos of you?
Yeah, did you need
Wow.
me to print some out for you? Is that?
I sent you the other one. Yeah, okay, so tucked behind the picture of us doing the Special Olympics, I have a picture of us with Holiday with the Hero because they had a photo booth there and we all got pictures. So that was tucked behind our other picture. You're getting a whole shrine.
How many coworkers have pictures of their coworkers?
That's
at
a
home?
good question.
Well, it's a good
Yeah.
memory. You're always saying, I don't have any, I don't want to say I don't have family, but I don't have any siblings. You're always going on and on about how you guys are my brothers.
Yeah, but there's no pictures of Matt.
Matt can, I'll find some pictures of Matt. He's in a lot of good memory. You want to be on the mantle, Matt?
I'm
You'll
not
be on
the
there.
one pushing for this. I'm okay with either way, but I don't need that.
I wasn't sure. I never really wanted to tell you because I didn't know if it was weird, but hey,
Well, then you sent that picture, and I'm doing a Zoom. I'm like, why am I?
you're there. So I got
On
a
display.
couple good memories. Look at me. I got my friend and us in a photo festival of giving. I got a cute little thank you note someone gave me up there too. It's my good memory display.
Okay. Do you take it down when you're mad at me? Do you?
No,
Oh,
It looks like there's dart holes in.
like a
Like
voodoo
you've-
doll.
Yeah, you've pinned my face.
Are you honored? A little bit.
I'm something. I don't know how to feel about it yet, though.
No, it's that crazy.
Wow. How many coworkers have pictures of the coworkers? What if I said, hey Matt, look at I built I put the baseboard up this weekend. Check this out. And he zoomed in. He's like, is that a picture of me on your mantle or your fireplace? And I'm like, oh yeah, I had a good time with you. That's been fun.
Well, I don't know. Like a little bit was a memory. I was proud of myself for hosting the Special Olympics, and
No, so this is what it is. You didn't want me in the picture.
no, it was your part of it.
I guess, yeah.
Look at it. It's a nice picture. We're all dressed up. We're guzzied up.
yeah.
It was a good time.
I think it's nice.
So, yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Okay, well, if that's the way we're going to go with it, then I feel like Matt should have one too.
Okay, I should. Oh, you know what? I should have. We got our the laser dude.
Oh,
He's got our
man.
tin photos that he printed out. We got some with Matt in
Don't
there.
worry, Matt. We'll get your photos to you, okay?
I'm really concerned about it.
Baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball. Let's go in the dugout with the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers.
In our studio this morning, we have got, Dom Tedell is here. He's in the background today. But we're going to talk with Harry Muir, who is the general manager of the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers, former Toronto Blue Jay farmhand. He's in our studio. Welcome, Harry. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Good to
Thanks,
have
guys.
you.
Thanks for having me.
Dom said somebody speaking English can join us today.
Oh, no.
Just don't ask me to speak French.
Okay.
No, fine.
Barnstormers, 5-game win streak. You lost that on Sunday versus the Toronto Maple Leafs, but that was a good run. You saw a lot of good things from the team.
We did. All good things come to an end, and London's coming in tomorrow, so it's a good time to start another streak.
Yeah.
They're our nemesis so far. We're 0-6 against them, so we're looking for a win.
Never have beaten London.
We have not beaten London.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yet.
interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Things are going to change, Harry.
Correct.
Things are going to change.
Correct.
Yeah, you guys are going to have lots of chances to turn things around over the next 2 weeks, really, with the home games and games.
Yeah, we have 4 home games coming up, so it's a nice little stretch for everybody that hasn't been to a game to come out and get a nice sunburn and enjoy the heat.
Yeah, it's going to be warm. So tonight, London, I think you said tomorrow, but it's tonight. Obviously tonight.
Yes.
Doug Melvin night happening at the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers game. You were out for dinner with Doug last night.
We had the fortunate, we spent 3.5 hours with Doug last night at match. Yeah, it was I'm speechless. It was unbelievable.
So Doug he's from Chatham, and he grew up here, and then went off, played in the minors, and then eventually became a general manager of the Texas Rangers and the Milwaukee Brewers, and he still is employed by the Milwaukee Brewers as an advisor. But at this peak, he was a general manager, which is your title with the Barnstormers.
Yeah.
Can you ask him, like, as a general manager, you look up to a guy like that? It's kind of what you want to do, right?
Well, yeah, I don't think it's in my future to be an MLB GM, but yeah, being I'm barely into my second year.
Yeah.
Something I've never really done before. So to have access to a major league GM, I think it's unprecedented. It's unbelievable. I have his cell phone number for.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's kind of surreal, and I asked him some questions about how problems or things that I'm running into as a GM.
Yeah.
And it's not a problem to him,
I don't want to say a mentor, but you have a person who's been at the peak, right? Who's made some major league trades, and it's obviously a little different at this level, but still, there's something you can take out of that.
Absolutely, it's all relative, right? And his contracts are millions, and ours are dollars, but it's all relative.
Yeah,
it's the same issues, and trying to find you're all after the same players and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get a chance to come back home to Chatham-Kent very often. From talking to him, is he excited for tonight and what's planned?
He is. Yeah, he's very excited. He had to fly in from Florida, and unfortunately he's had a death in the family recently, so we weren't sure if it was still going to be on his radar. But he was very excited and very proud that it's happening. He appreciates the town recognizing his accomplishment. No, he's all in. It's amazing.
So if you walk up to Fergie Jenkins Field, the backdrop, the brick facade, has got Fergie, it's got Billy Atkinson, and now we'll have Doug Melvin. We don't know what it is yet, though, right? We know it's a portrait. We haven't seen it yet.
Nobody's seen it yet. Yeah, so it'll be unveiled at 7:00 today.
Looking forward to that. So that's tonight, Doug Melvin night, and then disco night. It's our night on Friday night. So come on out. So actually, this weekend. You don't see this happen too often. You've got 3 games and 3 nights against the same team. It's like
Correct.
a real weekend series, right?
Yeah, it's like It's like pro ball. Like it's a sample of what pro ball would look like. And I used to do this a lot, and we'd go into a town for 3 or 4 days, and you'd see the same team. It's kind of nice even for a town, like you get to know you'll get to know the visiting team a little bit.
Yeah.
Get to know their players and stuff. So it's a good sample of what pro ball could look like.
For sure.
And all at home too. That must be nice for you guys, all the players, don't have to worry about traveling at all on the weekend.
Yeah, Barry's a long trip, and they did this last year with us for 2 games, and we're maybe going to experiment it.
Yeah.
It's not cheap, but it's an experiment.
Well,
and,
it's something.
It works for Barry.
So we get Harry Muir's in the studio with us. He's the general manager of the Barnstormers. Kind of a different view of the team, because when Dom comes in, he talks about he's dealing with the entire the celebration before the game, the first pitch, and all the other stuff that goes on. You're probably more focused on the players and what's happening between the lines.
Absolutely.
So what are you thinking with? Is there still moves to come? Are you still poking around looking for other guys? What's going on in the behind the scenes?
We're always, as a GM, you're always trying to improve your team. But we have, our mentality is like we get these guys in at the beginning of the year, and we want to give them a real solid chance to prove themselves. We don't make a ton of moves, and and we're really trying to get a core together that can play together. We're really concerned with how guys get along together, And I'm really happy with what we've put together this year. The guys, the clubhouse mentality or the clubhouse feeling this year is fantastic.
Oh, good.
And I think it's showing that, on the field as well. Like, we've put on a great product. So yeah, there's always moves to make.
Yep.
But you still got to find the guys.
CKBarnstormers.com. You want to grab some tickets. Dom, is there anything we need to add here today? I know you're in the background today. Jump on the microphone.
We'll get you a stand on a box.
Yeah, lots of fun, obviously, for the weekend. All those themes and the costume. Marvel will be awesome. We're going to have Batman and Superwoman and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
So it'd be fun for the family to come with the warm weather, obviously, as well. Come early because I think we're going to fill the ballpark. For sure.
4 games in this week's Doug Melvin night tonight, Disco night with CKSY on Friday, National Indigenous night on Saturday, and then Marvel Day on Sunday. So lots going on this weekend. Looking forward to it. I think we've covered a lot for the week.
Pretty much.
We're good. We need to give away some Barnstormer tickets.
All right, I've got my trivia question ready to go. The question is, who are the Barnstormers honoring at tonight's game? Hopefully you are listening and paying attention. If you know the answer, 519-354-8684.
All right, guys, thank you so much. I guess, Harry, are you signing us off today with the traditional?
Does play ball.
Does he know it?
Oh gosh, with my do I do a French accent?
Play
ball.
Thank you.
You're out of there! In the Dugout with the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers every Tuesday morning at 8:40 with CK Mornings on 94.3 CKSY. Subscribe to the CK Mornings in case you missed it podcast and never miss an episode. Plus, drop us a rating and a comment too. Listen live weekday mornings at 94.3 CKSY.com.